everyone, welcome to today's video. Now today's video is actually going to be a really kind of random one for you. So this one is actually going to be the annoying little samples that you get from magazines, the ones from here. I am going to be trying them out, giving my first impressions, saying whether I want to buy them or not, just kind of opening them up, seeing what they're like and giving you an honest opinion basically off of my first impressions. So I've got quite a few samples to get through. I've got a few skincare ones, I've got hair care one, and also some perfume ones as well. So to start off with, the one that I couldn't actually kind of give you a demonstration of and also kind of show you what it is the shampoo one, because obviously that would involve me shampooing my hair in the kind of the shower with you watching, so that would be a little bit awkward. But the shampoo that I tried out is actually this one here. This is from Tresemme, so it's a brand that I know and love already. This is one that is called the Beautiful Volume, and it's the pre-wash, conditioner and then the shampoo. Now I've heard about this before, but I don't think it's from this brand. So I've heard that you can kind of condition your hair first and then you shampoo it, and it's meant to make a massive difference. So the packaging has a lot of information on it, which is good. Most samples, like the ones I've already got, don't have anything on. It just goes through kind of like the reasons why it's good and the reasons why it's bad and stuff like that. First up, the scent of this was absolutely incredible. The scent was like a fresh kind of scent, but it was also quite kind of like, it had like a slight little perfume scent to it, so it was a really, really nice kind of scent. The conditioner came out really nicely. I put it into the roots of my hair. It came out kind of like a shampoo rather than a conditioner, which I really kind of preferred. Then the shampoo came out nicely, it lathered up really well, and overall my hair definitely has like a massive difference to it. It's a lot fuller, you can see that it's a lot fuller. It's really, really clean as well, which I really liked. It feels softer and it feels lighter in a way, so this product works incredibly well. From using just a sample of it, like I literally already really, really want this product basically. There is only a slight downside to it because I have sensitive skin and it obviously has that tiny bit of perfume in it, and I can kind of feel an irritation to my hair, but I feel like if I used like a treatment kind of in between each kind of week, then I could get away with using it. But this shampoo is actually only £5, so £5 for the shampoo and then £5 for the conditioner, which you do get quite a big kind of tub for it. So I feel like it is worth the money, and I feel like I would 100% repurchase this product. So now on to the next samples. I've got quite a few here. So I've got 3 skincare items, a foundation and then 2 perfumes. So the skincare items I have are the Cordalia, I can't pronounce this one, Cordalia Vino Source, which is basically a moisturising sorbet. So this is one that really kind of jumped out at me because of the packaging. I absolutely love the packaging. It's a bright pink bottle, it's got nice little flowers on it. However, on the back it doesn't actually give any information as to what it does. It's a moisturising sorbet, it's for sensitive skin and it soothes. So I've got that one to try out. Then also got the Garnier Skin Active Moisturising Balm Super Hydrating Moisturising Day 3-in-1 cream. So this rehydrates intensely, reduces the appearance of a fine line, and it has a UVA and a UVB protection of SPF 10. So this one has got a lot of information on it. It's a brand that I know and love. It's Garnier. It's a fantastic brand to go for. I use all of their products kind of in my skincare range already, so I've got that one to try out, which I'm super excited to try. And the last one I have is probably the one with kind of the least information on it. It's basically the Neutrogena Hydro Boost. So it just looks like that on the front, and then on the back it simply just says Hydro Juice Water Gel Face Cream. So no information, no kind of like indications of what it's going to do. Kind of, at least this one says that it's for sensitive skin and it soothes. So first impression wise, I've got to say the Garnier one is the one that's jumping out to me most because it kind of gives you information of what it is. Then it's the Cordell one because the packaging like looks amazing. The one I'm least excited to try is the Neutrogena one, just purely because it's got nothing on it basically to say what it is or what it's going to do or anything like that. So because I've got 3 products, I'm actually going to pin my fringe back, and I'm going to be doing one product on my forehead, one product on the middle of the section of my head, and then one product on my chin, just so I can give you a real kind of realistic viewpoint of what they're like basically. So I'm going to pin my fringe back now and I will jump into kind of opening these up and seeing what they're like. Okay, so I've pinned my fringe back now. I will apologise now if the sun is making the video go all funny. I'm trying to like readjust my curtains, but it's not working very well basically. So I'm going to get started with the 3 sample products. So the one that I'm most excited to try I'm going to leave till last. I'm going to try the Neutrogena one first. So this one is a hydro gel basically. It's a water gel. So I'm going to apply this to my forehead. So first up, if I can get into the product. The scent of it is quite a kind of, there's basically no scent to it, I would say. So the actual product itself comes out kind of like a clear gel, if you can see that. It has a slight kind of a soapy scent to it, I would say. So it's quite a nice kind of product to go for, I would probably say, but let's just give it a go. So it goes on nicely. It's quite a soothing kind of cream. So it's not actually that bad. Once it's on the skin, it kind of feels like it's kind of tightening slightly, so it's kind of feeling like you can feel it basically working straight away. I would say that it soaks in stupidly quick as well. Like that right now is soaked completely into the skin, so it soaks in really nicely. The scent again is like a really fresh, nice scent. It's actually a really nice cream, so you can't really see it on the skin. It has completely soaked in. It hasn't left it kind of oily or shiny as well. So overall this product's actually quite surprised me, because it's quite a nice one to go for. You can feel it really working straight away. You can kind of it doesn't have like any tingling sensations or anything like that. I think it's suitable for sensitive skin as well. This one is actually only where is it, £12.99. I've got the list of price down here. This one's actually £12.99, so it is quite a good product to go for, I would say. It's quite a nice mid-range product. It works really nicely and it feels quite nice on the skin as well. It feels like really refreshing on the skin. So that's been the Neutrogena one. Next I'm going to go with the Garnier Skin Active Moisture Bomb one, which is the one I was most excited to try. This one I've tried all their skincare products before in the past. So this one comes out like a white cream, if you can see that. It has a really nice, fresh, kind of fruity scent to it. It's a really nice scent, this one. It doesn't feel too sticky or anything like that. It feels quite like a water-based one. So I'm going to pop this onto like my midsection and see how it feels. So it goes on quite nicely. Again, it feels quite water-based, I would say, for a gel. It sits nicely on the skin, but that fresh scent comes through quite nicely as well, but you can feel it sitting quite heavy, I would say, on the skin. Like right now I can feel it, which I don't really tend to like in kind of creams and gels and stuff like that. So sitting on the skin, oh, it does soak in extremely quickly though, like that's soaked in quite nicely now. But whereas the cream at the top, I can't feel that at all. This one I can feel it just sitting on the skin quite kind of well, but I can feel it working, so it is working quite nicely. So that one is quite a nice cream. The Garnier one is only £7.99, so it's a lower priced one for kind of the mid-range kind of prices. But see, now it's soaked in completely and I can kind of feel it still sitting on the skin. So I'm not 100% sure on that one whether I like it or not, but it is still a great one to go for. So next I've got the Cordelia, I can't pronounce it. This is the Rhino Source one. So this is a moisturising sorbet. Now I've never heard anything about sorbets, so I'm going to be trying this on the bottom half of my skin. But I'm really excited to try this one. So it comes out as a kind of like a gel again, like a white gel. For a sensitive product, I can smell flower kind of scent to this. So I'm not sure how sensitive it is, but it smells quite nice still. It's a very kind of gel-like texture. It's a really nice texture, this one. So I'm going to apply this to the bottom half of my skin to see how it feels. Oh, so it goes on quite oily, so there's a lot of oil with this product. Oh, I would say that this is definitely not for my skin. It's a very kind of oil-based moisturiser, and there is 100% a scent to this product. So even though it says sensitive skin, this would flare up my skin really, really badly. There's a flowery kind of scent to it. It's very sticky. It goes on very oily. It doesn't really kind of sit that well on the skin, I would say. Like, you can feel it just sat there really kind of like badly. It has soaked in, but it's still, you can feel it kind of on the skin still, and when you touch the skin it feels sticky. That one is £23, so it's a top end kind of product to go for, and I would say this is my least favourite. So out of all three of them, my least favourite is definitely the bottom one, because I can still feel it on my skin. Then it's the Garnier one, and then it's the Neutrogena Hydro Boost one, which has really, really surprised me. Like, that one I can't feel at all. My skin feels really good after using that. And then these two products, I can just feel them still sat on my skin. This one is not good at all. So that's been the skincare products. Next, I actually have a foundation. This is the Rimmel Fresher Skin SPF 15 Breathable Natural Finish Foundation. So it is one that looks like this. I've seen this everywhere in stores. Like, everyone's got to have seen this product. It's a really, really great one to go for. This is not my shade though, unfortunately. This is 100 Ivory, and I'm like the one below this. But this one is actually only £7.49, so it's a really great foundation to go for. I'm still going to try it, but obviously it's not my skin tone, so don't judge it by the colour or anything like that. But the packaging is really nice, a lot of information on it. It comes in the little clear jars like the Dream Matte Mousses. So I'm going to go and open this and try it out, and oh, it's definitely not the right skin colour for me. So the foundation comes out quite kind of thick, so it's very thick on the hand there. Does have a really nice scent to it as well, because I love foundations with quite nice scents basically. So I'm going to give this a go now, see what it comes out like on the skin. Also, it's not that far off from a match to my skin colour, so it shouldn't look too stupid. Oh, there is a lot though. This has gone on quite thick, so it seems to like thicken up as you put it on basically. So going onto the skin, it blends in nicely. Doesn't feel too heavy on the skin either. There's a lot on my chin though, so this is going to go quite bad. It's an oil kind of based one, so it's quite an oily kind of texture to it. But it goes on really nicely onto the skin. It is a light foundation, so it's not going to have a high coverage for it. But apart from that, it feels really good on the skin. It feels quite dewy, so it's a dewy foundation, so you would need to use a powder on top if you don't like that kind of effect. But once it's on the skin, it feels like it's not sitting as heavy on the skin, if that makes sense. So I've got the mirror behind the camera, by the way. So to be honest, that's given me a really kind of nice, I don't know how well it's coming off on camera, but it's given me a really nice kind of like glowy, youthful look, I would say. Overall, this has impressed me quite a bit for a foundation. Obviously I use Rimmel every single day, kind of like with other products like my concealers and stuff like that. But this has gone on really nicely. It's blended in nicely. It doesn't sit heavy on the skin. Patting the skin right now, I can't feel it sat on there. It's a really, really great product to go for, I would say. I'm really quite happy with that product. That one is obviously the £7.49 one, so it's quite a nice little mid-range product to go for. That's the foundation, so it is only meant to be a light coverage, which it definitely has a light coverage, but it's covered everything that needs to be covered. I'm really, really impressed with that one. I would 100% repurchase this product. Up next I have two perfume samples for you. One of them is actually a bloke's perfume scent, so I'm going to give my honest opinion on that. And then I've also got a Chanel perfume to try as well. This is the, I've already opened up all the product and everything, but this is the Chanel No. 5 product, which I absolutely love the quote on the back of there. So I'm going to be giving this one, no, I'll try out the men's one first. I'm obviously not going to spray it, but I wanted to give an honest opinion on this one basically. So this is the Paco Rabanne Eau de Toilette 1 million. So it's one that's like most talked about. You can hear about this in like loads of stores and stuff like that. It's kind of a big kind of one to go for basically. So the scent is meant to be flamboyant eau de toilette, announces the return of the truly masculine seduction. So it's a flamboyant but masculine seduction perfume. I don't really get the description that much, but so the scent to this one is quite, oh, it's gone over me anyway, but yeah, it's quite kind of like a fruity kind of scent, I would say. It's not what you expect from a men's perfume basically. It is very flamboyant as the product said, but I definitely don't see any masculine tones in there. Like, I could get away with wearing this as a woman basically. It is very kind of a girly, fragranced, masculine scent. So as a woman, if you like masculine tone scents, this is perfect for you. And if you're a bloke that kind of doesn't mind smelling flamboyant, then this is definitely the right perfume for you. It is quite a nice kind of like a fruit tone scent. I quite like that one, to be honest. And now I'm going to try the Chanel No. 5 one. This one again, Chanel has been everywhere. It's a really, really popular brand to go for. These perfumes, however, are extremely expensive. So the Paco Rabanne perfume is £58 for 100ml. And then for 50ml of this, it's £55. So very expensive, but I'm going to give it a go anyway. So this one smells quite, it's definitely an older perfume scent, I would say. Like, as a young kid or a young kind of teen, you wouldn't be able to get away with this scent. It's quite kind of like a floral kind of tone. It's got really nice kind of woody tones to it as well, but it's not the scent that I would normally go for. Like, I wouldn't pay £55 for this product. I would go to another brand that's got nicer scents basically. So that one's not really the best one. It's quite an earthy kind of woody floral toned perfume. So if you like those tones, then you would like this one, but obviously for me the price of that one is just way too much. So yeah, that has been my, let me take my fringe out of this before it dries into a very odd and funny shape. So that has been my trying out the product samples kind of video. So overall, the products that I would definitely 100% purchase would be the TRESemmé shampoo, the Neutrogena Hydro Boost cream, that has worked fantastically on the skin, the Rimmel foundation 100%, and possibly the Garnier one, but I'd have to reuse it quite a bit kind of thing, because Garnier is a brand that I know and love. The ones that I definitely wouldn't kind of repurchase or purchase is the two perfumes, the Paco Rabanne one and the Chanel one. Obviously the one of them is a men's one, so obviously I wouldn't purchase it for that, but the Chanel one just didn't kind of hit it off for me. And then the Cordelia, I can't pronounce it, cream, which I just did not get at all. But yeah, that's been my trying product samples video. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share, like and subscribe and everything. And I shall see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye!